Hello everyone, welcome back to Space Quest 3. Okay, as with last time, I have a couple of things I want to show just before I continue on with the game where we last left off. First of all, Mr. Whitman did mention on the previous video that if you want to wear the Astro Chicken hat and keep it, you can. There's a little trick. After you've dealt with the Terminator android, so this is I'm still on Fleabot obviously, but this is Fleabot after we've gotten rid of the Terminator android. So now we can go back to World of Wonders. Somehow World of Wonders mysteriously reopens after you deal with the android. And we can come back in here and we can wear the hat. And it says, yeah, as it says, you feel more sporty already. But if we leave now, it says you realize how ridiculous you look and remove the hat. So you can do that and keep the hat. Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to do that, you can. So thanks, Mr. Whitman, for that. Mr. Whitman has been a fixture of the YouTube Sierra video scene pretty much since Let's Play videos have existed on YouTube. He was making videos about Sierra games long ago, like around the time that I got started as well, which is right around the time that Let's Play videos started becoming a thing at all on YouTube. So there you go. There's that. And one other person mentioned, as far as Ortega goes, if you want to see what happens if you die on Ortega if you take too long, apparently you can get that effect if you return. So like if you go back to Ortega, stand up, push the button, and then come out. So it says, again, it says it's one hot planet, but you don't care because of the underwear. That rhymes, by the way. So it seems like what needs to happen is there needs to be one of these earthquakes, like these quakes keep happening. But it only works if you're on the screen with your ship. So it doesn't happen here. But if we go up from here and now wait for another quake to happen. Oh, now it doesn't even want to happen here. I tested this a few times, and it seems like the game only ends if you're on this screen. Now it doesn't want to do it. There we go. The quake started by the detonator have broken open a huge crack in the planet's surface, which you and everything else in the vicinity have fallen into. The superheated magma does a quick work of boiling you alive. All right. Good to know. All right. I think that's all that I wanted to show for now. So let's go ahead and get back to the game, getting through the game. So where do we want to go now? Well, we're finished with Fleabot, Ortega, and Monolith Burger, but there's a new place now. If we go back to our navigation system, there's a new thing we can find here. You can probably guess what it is. It is, there we go, it's Pestulon. Habitants unknown, surface uncharted, it figures. Yeah, so Pestulon is, I mean, obviously it is the eponymous titular Pestulon that lends this game its title, The Pirates of Pestulon. Which, by the way, I don't think I ever mentioned, so I'll just mention it now. I think that the game's title or subtitle, The Pirates of Pestulon, is probably meant to invoke the Pirates of Penzance, which was, an opera by Gilbert and Sullivan. So I suspect it's probably a reference to that, or at least meant to kind of invoke or evoke that. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and set our course for Pestulon and oh yeah, one person did mention, this is basically the point in the game where you can use cruise speed, because Pestulon is so close that you can actually use cruise speed and arrive at Pestulon in a reasonable amount of time. But I'll do it just so you can see the difference, but I don't really see the point, because you can still use light speed. So what's the point of going slower? Like yeah, okay. I mean, I guess it doesn't make much difference, but there's not much point to it. Anyway, let's go ahead and, we're orbiting Pestulon, let's go ahead and land. With the Mighty One, basically when down on the surface of Pestulon. Let's go ahead and stand up and push that button. All right. I'll go ahead and save the game here on Pestulon. Let's take a look around. What a peaceful planet for a software company, you think to yourself. What a shame it had to be Scumsoft. You are surrounded by what can only be described as tree-like growths towering high above you. The turf has a mossy texture. It's actually, I kind of like, I mean, it's a little bit, the color scheme here is a little bit weird with the purple sky and the blue trees, but it's kind of nice here, actually. I kind of enjoy the scenery here in Pestilon. And I think no matter which way you leave the screen, yeah, no matter which way you leave, it always takes you to the same place. I mean, you can exit off the bottom or the top or the sides. It always takes you here. This music's pretty cool, by the way. Kind of climactic music. You make your way through the forest of strange trees to this clearing where you discover the entrance to some large underground complex. This must be Scumsoft. Suddenly, the door to the complex begins to open. Several guards file out of the entrance and disperse into the woods. They must have been alerted to your presence when you landed. 2 guards remain behind to watch the entrance. By the way, I don't know if we've seen it before, so I'll mention here that there is the logo of Scumsoft. You might think, so it's obviously SS, you might think it's meant to evoke SS as in Schutzstaffel, you know, the elite like military corps of the Nazis. But I think, well, let me say stay here for a second. I'm pretty sure it's meant to evoke the logo of SSI, which was, I believe, Strategic Simulations Incorporated, if I'm not mistaken, which was another software company. And so, this is probably also something that got Sierra sued. Yeah, I mean, it's basically the SSI logo, except without the I at the end. So, we can stay here, but that doesn't do anything. We can return to the ship, but that just brings us back here. That also doesn't really achieve anything. I mean, ultimately, you gotta enter Scumsoft. You really have no choice. I mean, you can take a look around here. You're heading around some strange local vegetation, looking out on a clearing and an entrance to a large underground complex. From the logo on the entrance, you deduce that this must be the infamous Scumsoft headquarters. Alright. Kind of odd that a software company would have armed guards at the entrance and be doing seismic research on other planets. It seems like a little bit out of scope of what a software company would do, but I guess this is a diversified company in many different industries. Okay, enter Scumsoft. Whoa, that didn't take very long. Alright, so there's no special death message there. So, we're here in Pestilon. We need to go into Scumsoft, obviously, because any way you go off the screen takes you to the same place. So that's obviously our destination. What do we have in our inventory that might help? Well, the invisibility belt is an obvious choice. I mean, Buckazoids, I don't think we can bribe those guys. We didn't even have time to bribe those guards. Decoder ring's obviously not going to help. Maybe we can wear the flight hat. Can we wear the Chicken flight hat here? Probably not. No, it looks pretty silly. Let's not. No. So the thing to do is to use the invisibility belt. That's the only thing that can help here. So let's go ahead and wear the belt. Actually, I think I'm already wearing the belt. Yeah, I am already wearing it. Okay. But we need to turn on the belt. But let's wait. Let's wait until we're actually here. All right. Now let's go ahead and turn on the belt. Wow, this thing really works. You then quickly realize that you have only a few moments before the belt's power pack is depleted. There should be. So people often unnecessarily put apostrophes in places. This is a place where they should have an apostrophe but didn't put one because this is a possessive of the belt. Alright, let's go ahead and get out. Leave bush. Also, with Roger being invisible like this, it becomes fairly apparent that this tree wouldn't hide him very well. I mean, you can clearly see through these or they're not really branches, but whatever. You can clearly see through the gaps here, so he would be pretty visible. But anyway, where to, buddy? Scumsoft, obviously. All right, let's go ahead and get inside before we can... All right, we are here. What's happening? Looks like you've made it just in time as your invisibility belt is now completely out of power. Okay, cool. And yeah, actually you can much more clearly see the logo now. So it is very obviously SSI's logo without the I at the end. So what do we do here? You're within the outer fortifications of the Scumsoft headquarters. You see an elevator door and a button on the wall. Okay, can we open the elevator? All right. I guess the obvious thing to do is push the button. And we end up inside here. Oh. All right. This section also has no music on the PC speaker version when you're using PC speaker sounds. This music is also kind of unfamiliar to me because it's kind of weird to have music playing here. just as was the case in the garbage freighter, because there's also no music there during the, if you're using the PC speakers. So I'm going to go and save here as in Scumsoft. I'm going to back up just for a second, because I'm just curious what happens if we try to go somewhere else. So if I say leave the bush and then go here, what if I want to like walk up here, for example? Okay, there's a force field there. So these things here and these things here are force field generators. So so we can't go anywhere else. We can only go through those doors. Oh, no! You stepped into an electrical force field, and as a result, you were fried to a crackly crunch. You're toast, dude! Alright. Same death picture as if you get struck by lightning on Pestilon. Not on Pestilon, on Fleabut. Alright, so we're here inside Scumsoft. Now, the way that they did this hallway here is kind of cool. It's a circular hallway, and you can walk up and down, and it's an unusual effect for a Sierra game, because instead of your character moving, like instead of Roger moving across the screen, Roger stays in place and the hallway scrolls around him. It almost approaches a first-person kind of view, which is an interesting, I mean, it's unusual for Sierra games. It's kind of like, I don't know, there are not, I can't think of that many scenes from Sierra Adventures like this that do this kind of thing, that really use a very original kind of perspective. I mean, the Streets of Quest for Glory 2 are kind of like this, but not exactly. And one thing that kind of occurs to me is the strip club in Leisure Suit Larry 3, which is a top-down view, which is kind of unusual. You don't have a lot of top-down views in Sierra Adventures. I think the reason they made that strip club a top-down view is because there is a guy who strips completely naked there. He's a Chippendale dancer, and so he strips completely naked. And I guess they did a top-down view so that he could be completely naked without you actually seeing anything. I'm assuming that's the reason why they did that for Leisure Suit Larry 3. But yeah, this is just, I mean, they didn't really have to do this. It's just kind of a neat effect. So it's kind of hard to tell, but I think we only have 4 doors here. Let me see. I think if we count, so there's that door there with the with a keycard security system as well as a composite facial scanner. It will be pretty tricky gaining access. So we've got that door there with the scanner on it, and then if we go this way, there's a second, okay, there's a second door on the left, door on the right, and then there's another door on the left, I believe, yeah. And then the next door should be, yeah, we're back at that. So there are actually only 4 doors here, 2 on the right and 2 on the left. So this one we can't get into because we need the key card. It's locked. We don't have a key card to put into the key card slot. Okay, so that's fine. And we came in through a door on the left, so we already know what one of the doors on the left is. Is that this one, or is it not this one? No, this must be the other one. Okay, so what do we have here? You find yourself in, guess, a janitor's closet. You certainly have a sixth sense about this kind of thing. Cool, all right. Can we search the closet? Rummaging about the cramped closet, you find a pair of old, grimy janitorial coveralls. Okay, can we get the coveralls? What a great idea, Roger. No one would be suspicious of a janitor walking around. You grab the coveralls and pull them on, seizing the opportune moment to dump all the old items you've been pocketing along the way. What a great disguise. Wait, what's this? You reach down into the pocket of the grimy coveralls and find, well, what do you know? Mr. Garbage, a trash vaporizer. You've seen these babies in all the janitorial supply catalogs, but your superiors are always too cheap to outfit you with one. All right. So here we go. Now we are dressed as a janitor with a nice SS logo on our back. And yeah, all we're carrying is these coveralls and the vaporizer. And yeah, designed to vaporize all non-organic biodegradable matter, i.e. trash. So yeah, it's, yeah, we use this to vaporize trash. All right, so we've already been in both of the doors on the left, and since we can't go through this door, I guess our last option is to go through the other door on the right that we haven't seen yet. So let's give that a try. Let's go through this door here and see where this takes us. Oh, hey. What is this? You're in the cost-efficient corporate accounting department of Scumsoft Incorporated. These hardworking accountants are trying to figure out where the company spends its money. All right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and save here in accounting. And just for completeness sake, let's go ahead and show you what happens if we walk in there without having the disguise. So not that door, but the next door on the right. That's that one. So, all right, a little hard to... There we go. So we walk in here without having the disguise on. Security, we have an intruder in accounting. These guys are... Yeah. Same death messages we saw in Ortega. These guys are really fond of Jell-O. Like, they really like using Jell-O covering or coating or whatever as a way of killing people. All right, so now that we're here with the disguise, that's good, but we still need to be attentive to one thing, because if we try to walk through... Security, we have an intruder in accounting disguised as a janitor. And now the same thing happened. Oh. I pressed end. Oh. Hold on. What does that say? Didn't say anything this time. That's odd. Is there any hint that, There we go. You have blown your cover. You have demonstrated a surprising lack of janitorial skill. Perhaps this would be an opportune time to brush up on your technique with Space Quests 1 and 2. So basically, the deal here is they call security because you didn't vaporize their trash, and they expect you to do that. So let's go ahead and... So basically, you have to make your way through the accounting department doing this. You can just type zap. And... Oh yeah, and if you miss, like, you can see right now I'm not standing in front of the trash can. If I say zap here... Oh. Attention, attention, we have a very special birthday today. Our founder, Mr. Pug, has just turned 14, so stop by and give Elmo a big ol' hug. Oh, I actually did get the trash. I actually was close enough that I did get it. All right, well, anyway, if you're not close enough to the trash can, it says, oops, you missed. And you can miss a few times. If you miss too many times, they call security again because they realize that you're faking. You're not a real janitor. So, be careful, but you don't have to be too careful. Apparently, the game is fairly generous with placements. Like, you can be fairly far off. Okay, so I'm up here. But I think I need to be down there first, or not necessarily first. I guess I can come back here later, but let's go ahead and check what's down there first, because I think that part is... Yeah, it's just, yeah, I mean, it doesn't make much difference. We have basically a couple of things we need to do here, but we can do them in either order. Let's see, can we open this closet? Open... Oh, oops. Open cupboard. Oh, the game doesn't know the word cupboard. All right. Can we talk to this guy? Everyone here looks related. It's like a secret society of nerds. All right. I didn't say look at them. I said talk to them, but all right. There's this chart here. Look, but don't touch. All right. So we can't interact with much here. I mean, we can't interact with these guys. We can't talk to them, or can't interact with any of the stuff on these office walls. Let's look at this picture. What's with this picture here? Hey, it's the boss, Elmo Pug. So I guess this guy is the boss of the department, and he just turned 14, so he certainly looks very intellectual. All right, can we take the picture? Surreptitiously, you snatch the picture of Elmo. Yes, we can. We have Elmo's picture, a fine likeness of Elmo Pug's mug. Elmo Pug is the dashing young owner of Scumsoft Incorporated. Dashing indeed. All right. Well, let's see. Let's just save here. Not that we have any reason to do so, but... Attention, everyone. Mr. Pug has just announced that Sunday will be a half day. Security of any... Oh. Does it say why they... Let me just check. Does the death message communicate why they think I'm not a janitor? No, it's the same message. Well, anyway, I mean, I guess they don't like it that we try to take the picture. That's not something a janitor would do. But what do we have back here? There's a color copy machine, which oddly enough is not currently under repair. Well, so there's a copy machine, and we have a picture that we just got. It's fairly obvious what you have to do. I mean, I guess this is why people actually why some people said they got through this game without hints, because the game, I mean, this is a fairly simple puzzle. You have a picture, you have a copier. What do? Copy the picture. First, making sure that no one is watching, you slip Elmo's picture into the copier and press the start button. Out pops a beautifully reproduced copy, which you roll up and stash in your pocket. Don't forget the original. Okay. And just as in King's Quest 3, where you have to put the wizard's wand back so he doesn't suspect you, here you have to put the picture of Elmo Pug back so that you replace the original picture of Elmo so that people don't realize that you've nicked it. So here we go. Now we have a copy of Elmo's picture. A fine likeness of Elmo Pug's mug. All right. So that's the first thing we have to do here. But the other thing we have to do involves getting through this whole maze here. So, let me see. I'll save here. Copied picture. Can I actually go off to the right there? Let me see. Let me make sure to zap this trash here. Can I get some water? Drink water? As might be expected, the water cooler is empty. Why are these two guys standing in front of an empty water cooler? Yeah, so we can come out here, but there's actually not much point to it. I mean, okay, we can walk through here as well, but there's like no reason to do so. This is literally just like OCD at this point. It's just me being OCD and wanting to vaporize all the trash. There was no point to that. You don't get points for it, for vaporizing all the trash. So there's literally no reason to vaporize all the trash in these two screens. I'm just being OCD about it. But yeah, you get no benefit from doing so. All right, so this way is another dead end. This way takes us back here. A little more trash to zap there and there. Oh, and now we have some more here. Yeah, so it'll be a half day. And here. All right, we got all of it. Completionism. All right, where are we here? You're in the boss's cubicle area, and the boss is in. Be reverent. So, over the top of the partitions, you can see two gentlemen cracking whips. You assume that it must be the programming department. So, I think this is meant to kind of invoke... Oh, by the way, the guy on the left with the whip, I think that's supposed to be Ken Williams. That's obviously meant to look like Ken Williams. Okay, the game doesn't know the word Ken or the name Ken, but that's obviously supposed to be Ken Williams. So this is, I think, a not so subtle commentary on what it was like to be a game programmer at Sierra back in the day. I guess the two guys from Andromeda were saying that it felt like this to be a programmer. A little bit dark, but okay. So yeah, Elmo Pug is sitting in his office there. Actually, let's go ahead and say hi to him. At Elmo. Let's see. Let's take a look at Elmo. Look, man. Behind the desk is a boy who looks to be about 14 years old. Do your job and get out, he blurbs. Talk to the man. Just do your job and scram, he bellows in response. My, what a kindly man. You know, I'm not going to do it. Security, I've got some butthead in my office posing as a janitor. All right. Can we kill the man? Oh, okay, we can't do that. All right, that's fine. What's back here? Oh, hey. You stand on a platform overlooking the Scumsoft vehicle bay. In the center of the hangar sits your ship, surrounded by rows of short-range skull fighters. Now, how will you ever get out of here? So yeah, so there's our ship. And yeah, there are more of these skull fighters that we saw before. Your ship doesn't appear to have been tampered with. You realize that it's only a matter of time before you are found as well. Better get on to the business at hand, finding those two guys with a capital T and a capital G. All right, let's do that. Oh, hey, Elmo is gone. He has left his office. This would be a good time to search his office. Let's take a look around. Let's keep it clear, and the boss is out. Be yourself. All right, let's look at the office. You're in the cost-efficient corporate accounting department. This is not the accounting department. This is the programming department in the boss's office. Look at the desk. All the desk drawers are locked. Someone has carelessly left a key card on the desk. Okay, let's get the key card. You're not near one. Okay, I need to get a little closer. You take the key card. Cool. Elmo Pug's personal key card for opening locked doors. Hey, we got a key card, and we have a picture of Elmo to go with it. So it looks like we have everything we need to get through that door now, right? Let's go and zap the trash here. We're taking this janitor bit a little too seriously. Nah, I'm just being OCD. Just being completionist. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and I guess we're done here. We got the key card, we got the picture of Elmo Pug, and I think we're done. We're done here, and this was one of the two doors on the right side of that circular hallway. So, yeah, here. So we have 4 doors here. So one door goes back outside. We don't need to go there. One door is the janitor's closet where we got these coveralls. One door is that where we just came from. So all that's left is the last door with the scanner on it. Let's go through there. I think there's nothing else to be found here. Let's go ahead and save again because this could get risky. Door with scanner. All right, let's go ahead and put the key card into the slot. You hear several clicks. I'm in, you think to yourself. Then you hear a synthesized voice say, keycard verified. Stand by for composite facial scan. All right. Composite facial scan complete. Access denied. Access denied. All right. Well, I guess we need to, can I just say put keycard? Yes, I can. All right, we'll put the keycard in the slot and hold up the picture. Hey, that worked. Pretty bad facial scanner if it can be fooled by a by just like a picture, like a photocopy. But all right, fair enough. So you cautiously enter a darkened chamber. A seemingly bottomless shaft drops off into a black abyss. On a platform in the center of the chamber, the 2 guys from Andromeda wiggle helplessly in lime jello. The platform can only be reached by the 4 retractable bridges at each entrance. All right. So, yeah, these are meant to be the 2 guys from Andromeda, Mark Crow and Scott Murphy, the designers of the Space Quest series. What I'd like to know is, why are they still alive? Because we die almost instantly when we're encased in jello, because, we suffocate. I mean, people can't breathe in that jello. So why are these guys still alive if they, well, the answer is because otherwise there wouldn't be a game. All right, can I extend the bridge? Use bridge? We got to think of something else. Look at panel. An array of control buttons that joins each door. Push buttons. There we go. That worked. All right. We found the 2 guys. Now we just need to rescue them and get out of here. How are we going to do this? Look at the guys. Help! They slurp from their jello-encased captivity. Break jello. The resilient jello resists your attempts. Wow, that's some pretty tough jello. I've got nothing except the keycard and the picture and the vaporizer. Can I zap the jello? Yes, I can. You successfully free the 2 guys from their slimy confines and they begin to speak. Thanks, dude. It's great to be out of that green stuff. Hey, what's your name? Roger Wilco, you admit. Admit as if it's something negative. They discovered our distress message we coded into the Astro Chicken game and sent us here as punishment. Let's get out of here before we're discovered. Okay. Question now is, how are we going to do that? So, what's your plan for getting us out of here, Wilco? I don't exactly have one. Well, gosh, this didn't go so well, did it? Nobody's going anywhere. You must have thought you were pretty clever, Mr. Wilco, disguising yourself as a janitor. Unfortunately for you, my boys found your sorry excuse for a ship in the woods. Escort the gentleman to the arena. You boys haven't seen a good fight in quite a while. Oh boy. Are you ready to fight, folks? I hope you are, because in the next video, we're gonna fight. Yeah, we're pretty close to the end of the game. Actually, I don't know why we're 1 point away from the maximum score. I think that's a bug. I think that will change later because there are a couple of things we need to do still in the game, but we are definitely. This is basically the climactic final end game now, so I think probably the next video will be the last one. But I'll leave it on this cliffhanger here, and we'll see what happens next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care of yourselves, folks, and I will talk to you all on the flip side. Stay spacey.